It's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see, the #3 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Arkansas Razorbacks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Pope. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Arkansas's offense will take the field first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. It's Babers. Caught in the backfield. It's Pope. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. And the Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
To give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now, listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pulls it in. It's flat. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Coming out with it, it's Burns. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Breaks into the open. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
The Razorbacks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw, it's Baber. Fires to the right. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
You know, it's too bad that wasn't a bomb down the field, because if it was, that would have been a highlight that everybody would have seen. Because that goes for very minimal yardage, no one will see it unless you were here live watching, but what a great catch. And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Wide receiver going in motion. The lone back's got it. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. The physical matchup there. Third down coming.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got rid of it just in time.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. Splits the uprights, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They try to pop a run on the draw. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Dogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Doyle. Buying some time. Looking down the middle. Got his man on the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Now from inside the red zone. Right on the money. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down. Getting it into the end zone. They go to the ground. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The Dogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to fire. Trying to bowl his way out. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. To throw, it's Babers. There's the pressure. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive block.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, he shows you his speed and his power on that run. As far as I can think back to, Arkansas football always comes down to being able to run the football on offense. It's about grinding and wearing the opponent down. They always seem to be able to recruit outstanding athletes at that position. This guy is no different.
The Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th down.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Leaves it with the back. shakes off the defender. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Dropping back, it's Doyle. Completes it in the middle. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Off play action. Buys a little time. And will take a sack back at the 36.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
Punts it out of the air. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Converts on 4th down, still going. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll pull it on the read. Makes it past the marker. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Burns. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchup.
Turning it on! And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
You cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of getting gashed. They didn't have one guy in their front 7. You didn't get a finger on that.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. So you get stuffed on 1st down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on 2nd, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Plows through the defense. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Fakes the catch. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Razorbacks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll throw it from the red zone. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw, it's Doyle. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the back. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? Probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
Pulls it in. It's Burns. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, time running short in the half. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation. Man, you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
Working the big fella downfield and outside. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Nice to have the doink work in your favor every now and then. Off the left upright and through. That'll trim the deficit to 15. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Trying play action. Got his man. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. To the air, it's Doyle. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. They'll immediately call timeout. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling an intriguing one so far in Fayetteville.
And the Razorbacks will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line is telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Touchdown, Arkansas! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they liked.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The offense set for a first down play. Looking to throw, it's Doyle. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. While will they dial up on second and a long way to go. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quickly to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finds a little space. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Using the quick game. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That's caught. It's Darnold. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Doyle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's caught. It's flat. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Trying to power it in. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Wide out trying to get it in. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin would just steamroll teams. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Rides to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the ground with the back. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the timing just a hair off. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Doyle. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, it's Frank. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Now on the option. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
And the Bulldogs back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quarterback adapting. To the 10. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, he chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
They'll run play action. It's complete on the right side. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when the...
Touchdown, Georgia! And the punishment has been extended. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Fighting off the defender. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Scanning the field, it's Babers. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. He's got an open man. Racing down the left side. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fakes to grab. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
It's a draw. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Fires it down the seam. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Fires to the middle. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Georgia sent out the punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Looking downfield, it's Majors. Quick strike complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Man, when I blitz as a defense, I want to get home. I got to get to that quarterback, get him on the ground, not hit him as he's throwing it, and he gets it off right here. Just a split second too late. Didn't get to the quarterback in enough time. The quarterback did a good job assessing it and making a play down the field.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has...
Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Razorbacks are marching down the field. Looking to throw again. Throws to the tight end. Got his man. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Gives it on the option.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Oh, that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup. And the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You've got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Dogs! And the beatdown has ensued. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. So now it's second and long. Looking for a man. It's Babers. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more man.
He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to...
And he sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. They'll try to run for it. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff,